Daredevil, Daredevil, Daredevil. We all love him, and he's now officially part of the MCU, but his introduction was only a short cameo in Spider-Man No Way Home. We need more, and thankfully, more is coming. According to Charlie Cox himself, we can expect to see Daredevil everywhere in the future. However, if you were hoping to get a faithful continuation of Netflix's show, it's not happening. Whatever the next Daredevil project is, it won't be Daredevil Season 4. Cox said, "In keeping with a lot of things in the MCU, it's a good moment to have a few years pass. It's reimagined. It's slightly different. It's born again. It's like an homage. The sky's the limit, so let's see." Born Again is consistently ranked amongst the best Daredevil comics ever. And to briefly sum it up, it's the result of Karen Page revealing Daredevil's secret. The Kingpin eventually learns about this and goes to town on Matt Murdock. However, with his life practically ruined, Daredevil rebuilds everything and is born again. So while of course not confirmed, this could be our first hint at what to expect from Daredevil's future in the MCU, given that at this point, the only other Netflix character to cross over was the Kingpin, who's already confirmed to appear in the upcoming Echo Disney Plus show as well. But this isn't where the news ends either, because according to multiple very reliable sources, a Daredevil project may already be in development. According to KC Walsh's sources, a Daredevil project has been greenlit to begin filming late this year. This was then corroborated by MyTimeToShineHello, who said the project would start filming late this year or early next year with the original cast returning. And finally, according to Charles Murphy, Marvel Studios created a new production LLC called Blint Faith LLC less than 2 weeks ago. You guys know that some of these LLCs have literally no connection to the Marvel project therefore. We'll get something called Blueberry Waffles, and it ends up being for Blade or Moon Knight. But this one, it just makes sense. Anyways, moving on, we just got some new concept art for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings by artist Andrew Kim, which would have seen Deadpool fighting Proxima Midnight instead of Wong versus the Abomination. Now it seems like this concept art may have been created a long time ago, like before Avengers Endgame came out, because as we know, Proxima Midnight is very dead. So it doesn't really make sense for the movie and explains why it was cut. Not to mention that Deadpool still isn't in the MCU. So while him appearing in Shang-Chi would have been a cool Easter egg, it's in my opinion better to just leave his debut for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness' post-credit scene. And lastly, MTTSH dropped 2 new scoops for projects currently being developed by Marvel Studios. First is Children's Crusade, which is the name of a Young Avengers series, and the second is a solo Scarlet Witch project. There's not really much to say about the Young Avengers. They've been set up in almost every project that's come out in Phase 4, and it's obvious that we're gonna get a show or movie eventually. As for the solo Scarlet Witch project, I kinda hope it's a movie following the events of Multiverse of Madness. Or, it could of course just be WandaVision Season 2 and connect to Agatha House of Harkness. While I haven't felt that most Phase 4 movies have been as good as almost anything in Phase 3, I do still think that the movies have done better than the shows. And it may just depend on the writers or the story or the directors or plenty of other factors, but I would like to see a Scarlet Witch movie instead of another show and see how good it could be in that form. But let me know what you guys think about all this. Would you prefer Daredevil Season 4 in terms of continuing the Bullseye story directly, or would you rather we get Born Again and the MCU takes the character in a slightly different direction? Would you have liked to see Deadpool and Shang-Chi, or would you rather wait to hopefully see him in Doctor Strange 2? And would you prefer a Scarlet Witch movie or another Disney Plus show? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you will never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and remember to wash your hands and stay safe.